Good morning, everybody. Jen here. Um, Today is August 1st, and it is officially, well, about 24 hours-ish before my surgery tomorrow. I am having a bilateral mastectomy. Um, I know a lot of you have seen the last video I posted because the video actually got over 100,000 views, which is unbelievable and kind of ironic because um, in my career and in a lot of photographers' careers, we try to get viral videos all the time. We're always looking for some viral material, and it turns out all I had to do was get cancer to do it. No, I'm laughing because I have to laugh. You guys. It's kind of ironic because I post a lot of boobies on my pages, being a boudoir photographer, and none of those ever went viral. But no, I'm teasing. But I can't tell you how grateful I am actually, really, for everybody sharing the video and posting it and sending it to people that they love and tagging people that they love because hopefully 105,000 more people know today than last week what to look for when looking for breast cancer. And that's, again, the most important thing. Like I said, I can either curl up in a ball or I can make this something amazing, and I am choosing to make it something amazing. So I wanted to check in with you guys today because it is, like I said, about 24 hours-ish until my surgery. I'm not sure what time my surgery is tomorrow yet. They like to tell you at the last minute and make sure that, you have about sort of 3 hours to prepare for this kind of a thing. But it's the day before. And it's weird because, I work with a lot of women that are going through this, and I've been around a lot of women that have dealt with cancer in many different levels. I've had clients of mine who have really educated me a lot about this, and they always stick with me after. And I always think to myself, my God, I wonder what that's like. I wonder what it's like to know that you're going to lose your breasts and you're going to start fighting a cancer battle. And like, how do you do that? How do you process that? What do you do? Like, what does the last day before you lose your breast look like? And like, all of a sudden, here I am. And okay, so one of my biggest regrets about my last video is I didn't have a tissue, by the way. So let me grab one of those before we start. I might need that. So what does it look like the day before you lose your breast? And what do you do? And do you celebrate or do you mourn? And do you do anything differently? I have to be at Sloan today. I'm getting treated at Memorial Sloan Kettering, and I have to be there today to do some pre-surgical work. They are doing breast mapping today, and so I go in and they inject me with some sort of dye, and they're mapping my breast so that they know tomorrow when they go in where the lymph nodes are that they need to check, and exactly what they're looking at. And I don't know if I mentioned, but last week also I had an MRI, and they did find a second mass in my right breast. So the decision to have a double mastectomy was not an easy one, and a lot of people have asked me why I'm doing that. And it's essentially because my right breast is pretty much done for. The mass is large, and there's another mass, and the damage to this breast would be so much that a lumpectomy isn't really possible. And my left breast does have some calcifications and whatnot, and because the type of cancer I have is so hard to detect, I've decided to just ease my mind to also have the bilateral mastectomy. So that's one thing I kind of wanted to put out there. And a lot of people also ask me if I have family history, which I do not. And I have been tested for the BRCA gene. I do not have the results back yet of that, but I will let you know when I do. So that answers some of the questions that I have gotten previously. But kind of back to what do you do the day before you lose your breasts? I don't know yet because I haven't done it. I'm strangely calm, much calmer than I thought I would be. I kind of thought maybe I would be a mess today, and I'm not yet a mess. And I collected all my bras this morning and I put them away so I don't have to see them when I get home tomorrow, or Thursday, sorry. So today I guess will kind of officially be my last day wearing a bra, or at least this kind of bra, forever, and that's kind of good news, I guess, because I don't think you'll ever find a woman out there that doesn't find her bra really annoying. A couple of pieces of funny things that happened to me this week. One woman said to me, oh, after you have a mastectomy, you know that moment where you take off your bra at night and you're like, oh, this is like the best moment of the whole day. She's like, you're not going to experience that anymore. I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. And Oh yeah, my mom accidentally flagged my last video as having inappropriate sexual content and reported it to Facebook. That was kind of funny. She called me and said, "You're gonna kill me." I was like, "Mom, we're trying to save lives here. What are you doing?" Um, I've gotten some really great messages this week, thousands of them. Some of them funnier than others, and some of them not meant to be funny, but were hysterical also. And lots of messages of people fighting it, lots of messages of people dying from it, lots of messages of advice and what to take and what not to do. And messages were all really beautiful and loving. So thank you for that. Um, so what do you do? I don't know, the day before you lose your boobs. Um, I don't know. For me, I guess, like I said, I'll be at the hospital, and then the rest of the day, I'm just gonna hold everybody tight, hold my kids tight, feel them as much as I can. And you know, so many people wrote to me and said, you know, your hugs are going to come from your heart, not your chest. And I totally know that, and I totally know I'm going to be okay. Um, but there is a mourning, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Is the mourning, because I don't want you guys to misunderstand my tears for being not positive. Um, I am positive. I am going to kick the shit out of this cancer, and I am totally going to be okay, and I'm going to be put back together, and I'm going to look fine, and I'm going to feel fine, and everything will be fine. But right now, it feels a little bit like the only thing I can equate it to is when my grandmother was ill. I was very close with my grandmother, and there was a point in which we knew she was going to pass. And it was probably about 2 weeks from the point where we knew she was going to pass to when she did pass. And it was an unbearably sad time because we loved her and we didn't want to let her go. But we knew we had to let her go. And the sadness that came before she passed was different than the sadness of when she actually passed. It's almost like you can't deal with the death until it happens, even if you know it's impending. And I feel that way a little bit about my breasts, I guess. I am very sad and I'm in mourning, but I know that the mourning will be different tomorrow than today. And in a weird way, I look forward to like just getting on with it already and being done with it and working through it. But I want you guys to understand that when I cry, or when you cry with me, that it's a mourning. It's not the same as a sadness or a fear. It's healthy to work through that process. So what I kind of want to talk about is that feeling and how to support somebody that you might know that's been recently diagnosed with cancer, and my feelings as somebody who's been recently diagnosed with cancer, and how to support that person. So I don't want to make this video like an hour long, so I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible. But like I said, I am mourning. But there's a lot of really normal moments, you know? Like there's a lot of moments I'm just at the store and I'm smiling and I'm laughing with my friends, and we went hiking this week and we went swimming and we ate bagels and we, you know, laughed, and my kids fought and they drove me crazy, and I yelled at them. And there's been like a ton of normal moments this week, these past few weeks. Like life is pretty normal other than this weighing on me. I'm feeling positive. I feel positive. And one of the ways I guess I want to teach people who are in a situation, and maybe not even just diagnosed with cancer, but maybe struggling with anything in their life, because we all go through hard shit in our life. I mean, this is not the first time that I have faced hard stuff in my life. I'm sorry, Jen says, can we talk about how clean your kitchen is? I'm very anal about that. But thank you for that. That's one of the things I'm like, this house has to be organized before I have surgery, because if I see mess, I'm not going to be happy. But one of the things I really want to talk about is, like I said, these normal moments, these happy moments, and one of the tricks I want to teach you if you're going through something difficult, and that is really, and this is something I've talked about in photography, and I've talked about too, you know, in the classes that I've given, and everything is changing your mind changes your life. And there are certain moments that it's harder than others, and right now it's a really hard moment. But I'm really trying every single time I have a negative thought or a tough thought to counteract it with a positive thought. You know, I don't know what my boobs are going to look like after this. Okay, brain, but at least you're never going to have to wear a bra again. Let's not forget that. Um, you know, I'm scared that my genetic testing is going to come back positive. Okay, but if it does, there's things that you can do to make sure that you don't get any more cancer. So think about how positive that is. There's ways that you can counteract it, and it's like 95% of the time I have it under control. I have those positive thoughts there. I am able to control the negativity that might come through my brain. And I'm not, you know what, I don't even really want to call it negativity because I don't feel negative about this. I feel overwhelmed by it. So there's moments where like there's a lot of overwhelming thoughts. And I'm just trying really hard to counteract that with the positive thoughts. And then I'm allowing myself the space to grieve and to cry when I need that. And so one of the pieces of advice that I want to give to people out there who have a loved one that might have just been diagnosed with cancer or might be struggling through cancer treatment is that your words are amazing and meaningful and you feel it. Like I feel it in my heart. I feel you guys loving on me and praying for me and sending me positive thoughts. And I don't want that to stop, so please continue. I love it. But yes, Marlene, there's henna on my hand, sorry, but I will talk about that in 1 second. The but is there is absolutely nothing you can say that will make this better. I just have to get through it. I just have to plow through it. And in those moments, sometimes when somebody that you love might be struggling with their feelings or their thoughts or they're crying, ask them why they're crying. Don't just assume because they're feeling negative or they're feeling down or they're feeling like everybody keeps saying, I'm sure you're thinking, why me? And I haven't really thought why me ever. I sort of have this feeling, why not me? Why not me? All of us are susceptible to this. I don't really feel like I'm having a pity party. I don't feel like I'm having a pity party. I really feel actually okay about this whole thing, but I have my sad moments, and the people that you love are going to have the sad moments too. And instead of sometimes trying to make them feel better, cry with them. Tell them how much it sucks. Tell them how much pain you're into and how awful it is. Because I think we're afraid to share those emotions with people as to burden them more. But the truth is when somebody says to me, shit, Jen, this sucks. And I cried the entire time I watched your video. I'm like, thank you. It does suck. You know, thank you for being there with me in that feeling. And it doesn't mean we're not positive, and it doesn't mean that we don't think that the outcome is going to be okay. It just means that we're having a moment. And you know what, you guys, you got to feel the feelings, all of the feelings, because the truth of the matter is that I know if I don't feel it now, and I don't feel it tomorrow, and I don't feel it the next day, that when this whole thing is over and done with, my emotions are going to be a disaster. And that will be even worse than cancer, because I plan on coming back better than ever and being stronger better than ever. And when I'm ready to do that, the world better friggin' watch out, because I have a lot of plans and a lot of things I want to do, and I'm fired up, and I want to be present in my career, present with my family, present with my friends in a way that I've never been before. And you know, if you guys know me, I talk all the time about pushing through the pain, and on the other side of pain are beautiful things. This is just that pain, and I know that I can push through it, and we're all going to push through it. All of you that are in pain, that love and support me or love and support anybody that's going through a hard time, cancer or otherwise, that it's going to be okay. And you know, I'm scared to death of chemo. I don't know if I need it or not. I won't know until after my surgery. I'm scared of radiation. I'm scared of surgery. But let me tell you something. If any of you ask me what I love about my body, I would say there's really 3 things that I love the most about me. One is my chest. I think for a 41-year-old, it's not so bad, right? The other is my hair. Kind of love my hair, even though I haven't done it in days, sorry. And the third thing is my smile. I know that I have a nice smile, and I hope it's an infectious smile. And cancer can take my breasts, and cancer may take my hair, but I would be damned if it's going to take my smile. So when I'm crying, I want you guys to know I'm still happy, I'm still positive, and I love you all, and I'm scared for tomorrow, but Jesus, if I can get through this, I can just get through anything, right? So the world better watch out. All right, I love you. I'm going to go head out to Sloan now. I'm going to go take care of business, and I'm going to go enjoy my boobs for 1 more day. And I don't know, let's go kick some ass. I love you guys. Enjoy your day and make the most of today and every day. I'll see you soon.